Smile Africa started as a family compassion in 1996. There was a lot of scare, a lot of fear about HIV and AIDS. It was common to tell people, don't go to that home, there is a sick person. Don't let your children play with those children, their parents are sick. One evening, I was resting on my bed and a voice started to speak within me. How people who are infected and affected with HIV and AIDS die a lonely death. And so I visited the first home where we were told not to go, and I found this lady all alone. Even the members of the family were afraid to bring food to her. But when they saw me seated on the same bed and speaking with this lady, they brought porridge quickly because they had now found someone who could feed the patient. I started with 12 children. I bought a charcoal stove and a basin of charcoal. Then I bought beans, cooking oil. That is how I came up with the name Smile Africa. Because of the smiles I had already seen in the people I had visited, I was sure each person we reached to with the love of Christ would have a smile on their face. I know the first donors were my family members. My late husband who provided for the family. I would get a cluster of matoke and take for a patient. I would talk to the children and get a bed sheet and take for a sick person, a blanket like that. In 2007, there was a little girl called Maria. She always knew where I would be passing. I would just hear her screaming, "Pastor," and she comes and hugs me. But for a week, I never saw her. When I asked her friends, they told me a sad story. They were in the market checking for, the things that the women had thrown in the rubbish containers. She found a dead rat with a piece of meat stuck in its teeth. She pulled off the meat and ate. Unfortunately, it was poisoned meat. After a few hours, that little girl died. I never slept that day when I heard that story. I wrote to a friend and she sent me $1,000 and said, "Ruth, that is all I have." And from that $1,000, we have never failed to make a fire at Smile Africa to cook for these children. When we started the feeding program, the first day, we had 262 children. So I started with HIV positive women, but now we are empowering abused women who come from polygamous families, school dropouts. We have a sponsorship program where a woman is sponsored and we guide them in any kind of business. We are praying to God to give us a new van. Yeah, it has served us for some years. The engine has been worked on for like 3 times. It also helps us reach out to different villages. We empower families in vegetable growing and then home-based hygiene, helping take the kids for immunization, responding to the needs of the probation office, family and child protection. I lost my husband, the father of my children, in March. It has not been easy. Every day that passes, we remember his love. We feel his absence. Thank you for standing with us, for praying for us, for supporting us. I'm really thankful to God for Reach Up, Reach Out, for you, the vision bearers, for the many people who generously gave that we shall never be able to meet and personally say thank you. But we know that Jesus will say thank you on our behalf.